Shuhi Kang gets us underway. It is Japan serving, China receiving. It's match 2, day 4, week 2 of the Women's Volleyball Nations League here in Hong Kong, China at the Kai Tak Arena, and it is a lovely side-out start. Through the middle for China. Nicely done by Wang Yunyun. And she goes back to serve. Not the best of passes, but it's a really good tidy-up job by Mei Ishikawa off the back of the set from Nanami Seki.
Ishikawa doesn't go for too much. He just looks to push the ball past the block, force the Chinese defense to do extra work.
Ishikawa it will be to serve. Good up. Ooh, bit of confusion, so it's free ball then for China. That is going to be a huge feature of their play. Chen Hao-yu through the middle.
Twice the call through the middle is to run the long quick to really put pressure on the seams either side of the middle blockers.
Gong Xiangyu's serve is dealt with, and Japan are keen to run the middle, but so far off the net it was easy for China's middle block to get in position.
The ball has to travel that extra distance and allows enough time. It's also a very aggressive setting choice for Araki, who hasn't played a lot this week, so for her to find the rhythm in the game, not an easy first attempt.
Good ball. Oh, is that caught any fingers? No, Yoshino Sato with the error. China up by 3. Gong Xiangyu to serve again. Good touch. Fans really enjoying that. Ishikawa playing a good defense deep at 6. Seki with the cover. Wada. Picked off by China's captain. Oh, again, excellent defending deep by Japan. Oh, unlucky. Wada doesn't get the contact she wanted.
Seki is consistently called for the long kick. We'll pick this up after the Japanese timeout.
The best way possible. Okay, so when getting set, you can also attack to 6-6-1. Okay? For me, this could be in the middle. We just keep going, okay? Cover and patience, cover and patience. Third line, give pressure, give pressure. Next one.
Cover and patience, cover and patience. And pressure from the service line is the message from Ferhat Akbash. Yes, that would be the service target. But they're consistently calling for the middle to run a long way away from the setter. It's called a shoot or a 7 or a B. The idea there is to create space for Wada on the right side and overload the block against Sato on the front side.
Great play. Just enjoying that rally. But again, the middles are dominating.
Wada doing the thing that she does so well. She can play strong and then create space for the secondary shot. Once more, the call for Japan, keeping the middle away from the setter, trying to buy Wada a little bit more space.
Wada with the serve, got a good jump serve on her when she gets it going, and she's got it going already, taking China off the net, making them go wide. Good cover. China take the point.
Really good cover play on the first swing from Wu, and the second time gives a different look, different choice.
Chen Hao-yu with the serve. That court touches, yes, it was off the block. Sensible ball, and that is in.
There has been a little bit of feeling that with Zhang, the young setter, they've asked her to calm things down a little bit to try and get a little bit more consistency in the game, because she can be very aggressive and creative, but sometimes struggles in the medium situations. Right now, her job will be to serve. Really lovely use of the space by Seki. The slide behind, spreads the block. Wada with a timing difference.
Good pass. That's a good dig by Ni Feifan.
Compliment the dig by Ni Feifan. Yamada made a wonderful dig in position 5. Justice for middle blockers. That allows her to serve once more. Going just wide. Xie will be serving for China. 3 points ahead.
It's a bit tight. Great strength from Seki. Good cover. Has Ishikawa got that? No, she hasn't.
Disciplining cover positions from Japan is really interesting to be looking at. Seki finds herself in the middle of the court, but they're very well structured for the ball to come off the block.
At the moment, China with the lead, Japan looking to get back into this one. Seki with the serve. Strong rotations for Japan offensively, with her in the back row. Oh, that's well played by Ishikawa.
Doing exactly the right amount to win the point. No need to blast away on this ball and risk the net touch. Finds the space in the corner, and we cannot control the ball. Seki continues. It's a really tough ask for Araki to close the block. Both sides using the long call for the middle.
Good speed on that pipe attack.
The set for the pipe for Sato is a little bit more aggressive than with Ishikawa or Wada. Cuts down the time even more. Ishikawa to serve for Japan.
Well, that's a nice touch. Japan recognizing what China are doing with that quick ball now and getting a really good contact to get it into transition. And look at this, one in it, and China call timeout.
第3场是没问题啊，现在我们攻太想发死力了，没有打速率，包括我们2个人不要死推，慢慢上起来要快打，现在才行，要不推了被他一撑，不要想发死力，但是防起以后呢，他现在他这个攻上来就少了，主要是稍微慢的，刚才那个球是凶的，稍微还凶了一点，到位球他现在前排多少少起来，注意起手，没关系没关系没关系，不要这样。
With both sides using a very similar look in how they are using the middle players in their offense. Now it becomes the counter move game. Who makes the adjustment with what they're doing in their block, and who is making the adjustment with what they want to do with their set and defense around this.
Ishikawa to serve. Decent enough ball. Time for the block to get set. Nice touch from Kawabata. But it's China who make the side out. Gong Xiangyu with the serve. It's a bit too tight. Oh, yes! Seki! Magnificent! That's a classic. China's block, thinking about what the setter's going to do instead of actually watching what the setter's going to do.
And there's no way she's touching that ball.
No, that's one that Chen Haoyu will not want to watch again. Araki just off for the moment, serving substitution coming. And on to court is Ayane Kitamoto. Bit of a stretch. Oh, there's no one to get it. Oh, Ishikawa's in! It is in! Oh my goodness! Incredible defense! And it is China who take the point. But goodness me, Ishikawa chasing that ball. It's like, is she going to catch the post? Is she going to get through it?
It's one of the most amazing digs I've ever seen.
Oh.
Followed up by an equally fantastic effort by Kidamata.
That is just quality, and that swing was pretty good too. Oh, what a block. That's a huge block for China. They now lead by 3.
Yoshino Sato either needs this ball to be really fast or a little bit higher. It's kind of medium, and allows Zhang to choose her spot and go straight. So working a really similar timing to the hitter. No advantage for the hitter against the block.
That was a good pass. Not such a good hit from Wada, unless she's caught fingers, she has done. So it was a very good hit from Wada. 2 changes coming for Japan. Coming on to court is Tsukasa Nakagawa, the NEC Red Rockets setter. And also now into the front row comes Miko Akimoto, 18 years of age. Outside hitter Victorina Himeji since last season, but she'll be playing in the opposite slot here. Well, she'll go over to the right-hand side. Bit of height, but doesn't get the gap closed between her and the net.
She left early, prioritising a little bit of a non-committal move, not reacting to the set, getting to a predetermined spot.
China holding on to their 3-point lead. Wu Mengxiai with the serve. Perfect pass. Wada doesn't get the swing because she's not on the court. Sakimoto, I saw them through my eyes. Oh, goodness, but the block is good yet again for China. They have got it dialed in.
Yoshino Sato has to find a different solution. She's used to being one of the higher and more athletic Japanese attackers. But that's not the game you want to play against China. Japan timeout.
The blocker has a gap and she's so high in the middle block. Yeah, middle strike. So she just go cross right and we can block out from left hand. And if you attack line, remember there is center. You don't need to find it. Just go here is fine. For you, sharp cross is fine. Sharp cross. Try to get space and go cross.
I like that the translator also translates the hand gestures as well. It's very helpful. But the information for Yoshino Sato, she has the matchup against Zhang, the Chinese setter. So for her to play in the middle of the court is not the option because the middle is high. To work against the smallest block in that third.
Wu Mengqiai with the serve. It's an ace serve because Akimoto wasn't even watching the ball. She was looking somewhere completely different. That had to be hers to play. A little bit of nerves maybe in that situation. And they've now switched their rotation a little bit. Have Japan, so Akimoto's not in the way. But the block is in the way of her.
The same information applies to Akimoto. Don't swing into the part of the court where you bring the biggest blocker into play when you have the smallest blocker on the line.
And the smallest blocker on the line is got her, actually. That's a great block from Zhong Zhishan. Well, hasn't quite gone according to plan here for Farhad Abash, but what he has, he's made a few changes. He's got to have a look at what's going on, and it's going to give him a really good idea for this next set of how to respond to what China are doing. Well played. Yamada. Yoshino Sato's serve easily dealt with. Brought inside. Oh, great swing. Wu Mengqiai.
The call there is most likely a fixed distance play. So Zhang moves back, Wu is going to come further in. So the distance that Zhang has to set the ball is the same no matter where she is, unless she gets close to position 4.
Yamada strikes again. It'll be Yamada with the serve. Oh, that's over the top from Wu Mengqiai.
So high, and even with Japan defending what we would say is over the setter, Yoshino staying on that side of the court.
Well, that was what you were saying about what Japan have got to do, and China giving a classic example of exactly how to do it. Ishikawa will just find the gap, use her peripheral vision so well.
She has brilliant hand control, front on to the block, so she knows exactly where the hitters are. Great thumb down into the space.
That was a sensible set from the youngster. We go on about it enough, 16 years of age, and didn't panic at all. Put that on a plate.
The sensible, simple option is a part of her game that she has to develop because she can do some of the tricky stuff, can play really fast.
It's another one that Seki can't play, but this time, more than any other time, Chen Hao-yu was paying attention.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Wang Yuanyuan with the serve. The block is waiting. It is not allowing Japan an inch.
The play over the top of the long quick means that there's going to be a blocker in that zone no matter what.
Lovely dig. Just not quick enough, although Gong Shangyu acting as a setter, trying to set the middle. That's confidence. Bit of spin on that, making it a little bit tricky for Ishikawa, and Wada. Has she found the block? No, she hasn't. And it's set point China.
Shout out to Gong Shangyu. That's a fantastic choice as the non-setter to try and go first tempo. I'm all about that.
To stay in the set. Well, it's going to be a swing chance here. Not put away by Xuan Yushan, but it's blocked at the net by the captain, Gong Shangyu. What a start to this match for China. China with the serve. No way through, and no one can get to the ball quickly enough. A break point start with a block for China. She's done that a couple of times now. See Gong Shangyu, she's on that line and then jumped in onto the angle purposefully. That's a good serve, making it tricky for Ishikawa. Wada slowed down. This for 2-0. Taken. Oh, amazing. Araki stuck in the middle with the captain, with Wang Yuan, former captain. And look at this now as a result.
And the time pressure with Wang Yuan is because she runs such a fast first tempo. You cannot leave early.
Nice touch. Oh, that's more like it. Wada finds a way through.
Unfortunately for Japan, not the first time of asking. Good targeted short serve on Ishikawa multiple times, but that allows China's block to release early to Wada.
Araki with the serve. Easily dealt with by Xuan Yushan. Oh, that's a decent touch from Ishikawa, as it turned out. And then everybody waiting and watching and hoping, but nobody touching. Araki to serve again. Oh, well played. Chong Zhixuan makes the time for this. Look at that.
She's allowed to do this because she's been really consistent on the more difficult situation. That gives her the freedom to have a little bit more creativity, a little bit more aggression, because she's smoothed out the other parts of her game.
Wu Mengqia's serve easily dealt with. That is such a good dig. It's just fantastic volleyball. China soaking up the pressure from Japan and then bringing the pressure. .287 on a net height of 224. Do the math.
Well left by Mayu Ishikawa.
This is where Wada back to the serving line here for Japan. Be good for her to get some pressure from the get-go with her serve. And for the rest of the players, not a bad serve. But if you run the middle off it, it's a great pass.
Once more, Zhang uses the aggressive choice, good body fake, and still has always has the option there to play over the middle.
excellent. This is where Japan are pretty comfortable. If it's a good ball in, they can really stretch China's block. That's not going to land in. Oh, that was going out. Coach was shouting out, no one could hear him. Doesn't matter though, because it's off the block and out.
Taking some really aggressive choices with the first tempo, and then in the second situation plays the safety ball with the Japanese block under time pressure in transition.
Good touch. Oh, lovely dig from Kawabata. Oh, yes! Okonomiyaki followed by chicken wing! Incredible defense from Japan, literally fighting like a fish on a chopping board. But to no avail, China with the point. This is just unbelievable volleyball. Not made it. It's just not quite happened, does it, for Sato? There's going to be a timeout coming here for Japan.
Now we are in the game, especially to middle with touch better for But I repeat, Yoshino, this angle is so difficult to find. Look out for or you need to go to score 6 months. Girls, for all of you, middle of the court, they are always having trouble with the kids. All the time they have trouble, okay? Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It does come down to a couple of choices, and the choice of the win predictor, aka Winnie P, 68% in favour of China.
And I think, I'm just looking around here, that we are pretty much at full house as well for this match. And it's, again, another block from China. They have done their homework here on Japan and how they like to attack the ball.
Up now to go Sato past Zhang.
That one somehow gets through from Yoshino Sato.
It doesn't need to be the prettiest swing, but it ends up being a point. If she keeps working that area, the block will stretch in order to try and stop her again.
Touch from Gong Xiangyu. And now Wada, she's out of the play, but Ishikawa isn't, making up as a back row player in the 10, but China just keep on keeping on here. They lead by 5.
Phenomenal defense by Gong Xiangyu. That was a brilliant touch down the line in one.
Seriously impressive volleyball at the moment from China. They'll take the luck. A net nudger to get a point for China.
China easing out to a 6-point advantage.
What are Japan going to do about it? That's the question. Well, we've got to find something from the serving line here. Stop China sailing out so freely. But equally, when they have got this ball on their side of the net, they've got to stop getting blocked so much. Good scramble. Wider feet under the ball, and then she's looking up at the ceiling at this one. Doesn't really see much of the court.
Since the last time out, none of the Japanese players using the option to tip into the middle of the court.
6-point lead. Another one that's flirting with the net. Room on side, too big.
Quality on first contact from Japan is not necessarily location, but tempo. There's a lot of rush, a little bit too much panic. And then the precision drops off.
Trouble for Japan here. Big trouble for Japan. Well, they have got a little touch, so that was okay. Sato with the serve. Well, he's going for it. I guess you're not going to be too upset with that as a coach.
If that's the idea, that she's one of the servers who can be aggressive, that will be the end of her first stint in the second set.
Ayane Kitamoto coming in, across the back row, passing. 20 years of age, outside hitter from Hisamitsu Springs. Well, that's a good ball. That's also a very good block touch from China. And just a big, big swing from Gong Shengyu.
The Chinese block is forcing Ishikawa to either take really extreme angles or just try and make a continue play.
Well played, Ryder.
That pushes her hitting efficiency just above 0. She's had 19 swings, 7 converted to points, but 3 errors and 3 blocks. Tough work for Wada today. Finishing that point off. China, 8 points to the good. It looks like they're doing it without too much stress either.
Good swing. China in full control of this set at the moment.
The block has established the position, and then the Chinese defense has really made good positions behind it, not getting caught covering too much in the corner, trusting that the block front row will protect the line.
Oh, that's some hit from Wada. Just not seen enough of it from her so far in this match.
It's one of the few times she's gotten a really clean look. A super athletic swing to turn that ball down the line. Going for a little bit extra on that one. Sends it long. 18-9. 1-1. Serving.
Again, China going after Ishikawa, trying to take her out of the attack, but they can't stop Wada.
She has made some really good defensive positions. One of the few times she hasn't been able to convert them to a good chance.
Is it up? Is it up? Oh, no, it is
17-10, and Japan used their second timeout.
Every skill we need to be more aggressive. もちろん全部全てのスキルでよりアグレッシブにいく。Attack person is 39. 今39ポイント持ってる状態で。ドロップからどうしていって。On the third line, we have mistake and no ace. エースアウトに関してはミスもゼロでエースもゼロ。From this moment, we have nothing to do. Just push the limit about that. からここからどんどん攻めていく。And change the game rhythm. You can try other kind of attack direction. Let's go.
Japan have not a lot going their way. The win predictor going very much in the way of China. China using some good variation on serve, some target short serve, particularly with Ishikawa front row. Now to put some pressure on Kitamado.
Oh, it's just a little bit too audacious. There's a chance here for Japan. Wada! No, it's not happening, is it?
She's having a tough day at the office, but she keeps working.
Japan making another double change, the one they made earlier on in the last set. Miko Akimoto coming in, and also coming in Tsukasa Nakagawa. Sets her into the back row. They've got to check there on the rotation, and it's rotation 6. No one can get to it. Oh, so unlucky for Ishikawa. She's trying to guide that towards her teammates. It's just slipped through the fingers.
Set number 2 has slipped through the fingers of Japan. China leading by 11.
Good up. Ni Feifan. And another super angle. Considering there's no Li Yingying here, she used to be the team's been in the team the last couple of weeks, but hasn't put her uniform on. And Chu Ting not even in the VNL squad this season. It's just such a good array of outside hitters that China can call upon.
And scary that they have quality to add like those two players.
Ooh, power tip, that'll do nicely. Well played, Kitamoto. Oh, that's lovely. Just finding that empty part of the court, make it look so easy.
Like we talked about between sets, China doesn't really back off. This is an aggressive swing, but they do it so consistently and so efficiently. And when they have it working, even teams the quality of Japan will struggle to stop them. The only thing stopping that serve was the net.
It really was. Akimoto. Nice serve. Well, that's a decent ball out wide for a fabulous swing from Wu Monxia.
She hits the same point really consistently. It's just behind the 3-meter line, about 4 meters off the net. She hits it all the time, and there's still very little that teams can do to stop it.
To stay in the set, that's not going to happen. And China take this one 25-12 after taking set 1 25-15. They lead by 2 sets to nothing. Can I hear the faintest murmurings of some music? The comeback for Japan, maybe the next 3?
I'll let you know when they start playing the theme song.
But mind you, I mean, Look at this, I mean, 15 and then 12. That's going to take some comeback, isn't it, really? We'll have to see what Dov Regis can do. He's going to have a chat with the coaches in a little bit. He's down there ready and waiting, but I'd imagine that for Abash is probably going to be spending quite a bit of time talking to his team at the moment, trying to figure out a way to get back into this one.
The hardest part for Japan, the result there at 25-12 set, is that not really anything was working. They were trying. They hadn't found one part of the game that could hang their hat on and take some pressure off the other parts. For China, almost everything was working. Serve was good. Block was fantastic again, adding 4 more. 10 blocks through 2 sets is a great return.
It's massive.
And only 3 errors. Attack was good from both sides of the court.
It's literally, it is Great Wall of China territory, isn't it, at the moment, from the team across the net. There's no way through. It's amazing.
And even when Japan get a matchup that they like, with Yoshino Sato against Zhang, it's not working for them. It should be a win there for Japan, but they haven't been able to turn that into points.
Okay, let's head down to the court because Dave is with the head coach Xiao Yong.
An absolutely incredible first 2 sets. Is this the best the team has played since you've been the coach?
前2局我们打得太棒了，您认为这是我们开赛以来最好的发挥吗？
年轻队员经过比赛的积累会有提高的。
Our young players improved themselves so much. I think so.
You've won 2 sets, you still need 1 more. What have you said to them there to say that the job isn't done and you still have to go out there and win this game?
我们赢了2局，比赛还没有结束，接下来这局我们怎么安排？
日本队是非常顽强的一个对手。我们会像第1局一样，全力以赴准备。
Japan is not themselves today. I hope they will not come back. We will leave nothing in the tank and fight to the end of the match.
Playing very well. Good luck for the rest of the game. Thank you.
It is so cool to hear from Xiao Yong. Bin Kai was a great coach, but if that question had been asked and he was stood there now, he'd have just gone, blocking. It was just one word, no matter what you asked him. So set of contacts.
Japan having better first quality on the first contact, but China have been aggressive in some of their choices and are getting such good scoring from the edges that as long as the ball is there, they're getting a chance to have a good attack.
Wu Monxia playing amazing, just playing amazing at the moment, and everything's at 62% efficiency. Come on.
For Yukiko Wada, 8 points, but having to put a huge amount of work in for those 8 points.
It's like the top trumps. And those of you that know what top trumps are, a card game you get in all different sports. But now we've got our top trumps here of volleyball, haven't we? And that's the card you want right now. Wu Monxia.
I've never actually played top trumps.
Great game. Well, let's head down to the court again because we can hear from Ferhat Abash.
You've got a lot of coaching to do here because you plan for a lot of things, but you can't have planned for this. How are you going to sort this out? Because there's still a game that you can win.
So we will change all the formation. We will try something new. I hope it works because China dominates the game right now. So we have to change a lot of things and we will try.
I love it. Good luck. Changing the lot, Clayton.
Yeah, holes to go with the serve. China leading by 2 sets to nothing. Good up. Well, that's a decent start.
Ishikawa finds a good angle on the cross court. Ball coming off the net.
Oh, what a hit. It's the way that these teams can play with that ball so close to the net and not make an error.
Zhang doesn't make a big move on this set. It's not a big torso movement to deliver the ball. She just pops it up, really runs through and gives herself the best chance to swing at her highest point.
Oh, yes, what a serve. Ace serve for China. That dropped really quickly. Well played. You've got to love the speed at which that ball is being attacked. And it's full on as well, isn't it? I mean, that's not... Sato doesn't take it particularly high, but she whips through it.
It's a very aggressive set. She gets quite close to the net compared to the other back row attackers for Japan.
Is that a miss-hit for the point? No, it is not, unfortunately. Chen Haoyu not getting the contact she was looking for. Japan with a lead. Ishikawa serve.
A shocking moment for the Chinese reception results in a timeout. Japan up 4-2.
这个是太阳打了果断了，起来，以前前了就挥，现在等着了再挥。所有人注意力集中，他会从发球开始冲我们，一传早准备。再是这个420圈，不是说了吗？他怎么接？为什么他现在就从看的全是评判，注意力集中啊，脑子清不清的？
Well, just short of 10,000 fans in here watching this. And I know there are plenty of you watching around the world as well who are fans. Those of you who are also prepping maybe for a European qualifier. The England under-22s doing their bit down in Essex. And to all of you that are doing your prep for your matches coming up, we wish you all the very best. But right now, we're getting to watch the very best. Ishikawa with the serve. Japan leading by 2. What a pickup! Easy pick, that one for Sato. Well, they still can't find a point at the moment, Japan. No way through the middle, no way through either wings. Maybe this time. Yes, that will do it.
Japan finally able to generate multiple offensive actions and put some pressure on China's block and defense.
Decent ball. Yep, that's going to be a fantastic save by Japan! Oh my days! Oh, it's corner baseline. The squish factor comes in to save China after Japan somehow saved that ball from hitting the floor.
Japan have come out for this third set and are determined to make a difference in how this game is being played.
There's a reason why they've got Capcom on their shirts, and we just witnessed it. It is video game volleyball at times. Well played, working the block. Nearest the touches, but it'll do. Nice touch. They've done well with that deep 6 of Japan. Kept in quite a few rallies. And they're still in this one, very much so. Oh, yes, Ishikawa. This is more like it. This is what we've come to see. Like a celebration from the bench for Japan.
It's a really nice variation in attack from Nakagawa, using different options, forcing the Chinese block to make different decisions to sets 1 and 2.
That's a good serve. And not even the introduction of a new hit Shota through the outside is going to change anything here. Timeout call.
现在需要大家深呼吸，心定下来。对方现在你们跟对方节奏走，被对方打2个属于正常。我们自己先监督自己，肯定有机会，不要乱抢。现在打得很乱，感觉大家都不可接受被他打，正常的，心也静下来，这不是技术问题，现在心态太着急了，心下来，心下来，心下来，心下来，哎。
China using both of their timeouts inside the first 11 points of the set. The important thing for China to know is that they have some runway to work with. They've come out a little bit flat at the start of the third. Japan coming out with great intent, great energy and determination.
Dong Yuhan is the player who has come onto court. He was blocked in that last point, but doesn't have to worry about having a hit for this one. Well, it's a good start from Japan, but it's certainly by no means done and dusted this set.
China need to make the adjustments to the different lineup, the different arrangements, and the different setting choices by Nakagawa.
Nice side out. Great touch. Oh, it was a good idea, but what a block.
I've said it before, and I'm sure I'll say it again. Wu Mengxie is one of the best technical blockers on the planet. Really great form. Chooses her position, recognizes the situation early.
So far across the net. Chen Haoyu. Chance for China to get a break point. Maybe. Oh, yes. No, maybe about it. Wu Mengxie, we've seen a blocking display, and now we're seeing a hitting display.
The long ball set, and to still cut this ball down the line, knowing that the small blocker is there, makes it look easy. It's a really tough shot to not go for too much, to try and put it right on the sideline.
Played, Yoshino Sato.
Japan maintaining the 4-point buffer. The attack is finally starting to find some rhythm. Sato now with the serve.
That's more like it. Wang Yuan.
Great job by Zhang putting that ball into the seam. Giving a great look for Wang Yuan.
Strong rotations now for China with 3 front row attackers, blockers, good pick up. Ni Feifan. She has to put this over free ball. Chance though for China. They've reset their block defense. But there's no stopping that one from Yamada.
Good variation on the distance for the slide, not going all the way to the antenna. Wu caught moving too far.
More trouble here for China potentially. Another free ball, Japan. Oh, they're running the slide again. This time Araki puts it on the floor. Five-point lead for Japan. There's going to be changes coming for China. They can't pass their way out of this at the moment. Good up. So is that from Ishikawa's up quickly. Great rally. Trying to find a solution, but it doesn't happen for Rumonsia. And the change does come for China. Xuan Shan comes back in, and to the bench goes Dong Yuan. It's right on the baseline.
Japan have done a pretty good job of getting through a full front court rotation. Nakagawa as the smallest blocker on the floor, with being able to increase their lead.
Perfectly normal. There's a real intent about what Japan want to do at the moment. It's incredible, isn't it, how the mental focus can shift and how one team can be on the up like this after being 2-0 down. Being 2-0 down, I mean being comprehensively beaten in both of those sets. And now China are playing like a completely different team.
The confidence that China was displaying in virtually all facets of the game in sets 1 and 2 has disappeared. They need to find the rhythm on reception and on block. Because at the moment, Japan are asking all the questions and China don't have any satisfactory answers.
As well, they haven't changed what they're doing. China, they're still going after Ishikawa. But Ishikawa's passing is on the money right now.
The idea there is probably to try and slow her down. As a result, the offense is now working in other parts of the game. Ishikawa only has to deal with the balls where she has time.
Good pass. That is unstoppable. Gong Xianyu. That was a glimpse of the volleyball we saw in the first 2 sets from China. Nice pass. Better defending by China. For some reason, China switched off then on that last play.
Wang moved early to try and get in position for the long ball to position 4. Gets her feet completely out of order.
Xuan Shan as well is going off the net already to make cover instead of staying. 16-10, what a lead. Fukuzawa. Lovely pickup. China have another go, this time through the middle. Wonderful pickup.
Great recycle.
Oh, it's all Japan. It is all Japan here. Maybe it is magic ends.
Nakagawa has done a wonderful job changing the rhythm of the Japanese offense. And the Chinese block is being reactive instead of being able to follow a plan.
Free ball. Down ball, I suppose. Doesn't change anything. Japan take another point, and these changes that Furhat Outbash has made are paying off big time.
A lot more first tempo, a lot more right side, and using some different personnel. China haven't found a way to get the block where it needs to be effective.
Errors from China, points for Japan. They're looking at a challenge here for block touch. Was there a block touch or not? No touch. Japan with the serve. Good lead.
Completes her activity in set 3. Good positive input. A couple of break points. And Japan extend their lead to 8.
Passing quality has really gone up for Japan. But there is a chance here. Not taken. A little bit congested, but Japan make it work.
Maya Ishikawa recognizes the situation on the high ball so early. She knows exactly where she wants to be to position herself against Wu. And that is a sign of an incredibly experienced volleyball player in control of what they're doing on the court.
Better and better for Japan.
Wu gets a little bit hungry. That's the space they've delineated already, that's going to be the libero's ball. This time gets it right.
What a pickup that is. But the block is very, very good for China, and it needed to be. Kawabata's pickup. In fact, it was Nishizaki's pickup that allowed a recycle, but the block too good for China. Chen Haoyu. That'll do nicely.
Chen Haoyu caught watching. Lovely swing. And 3 meters off the net.
Another chance. Well taken. So maybe a little bit of a comeback on here. An opportunity for China to build something. Be hard pressed to believe that China could win this set.
For China, the things they need to get right is their feeling of what's happening with Japanese setting choices, so the block can function, and their first contact on reception. Serves like that won't help either.
Good touch. And a lovely set off the knees. It was a little bit too high to run quickly. That is a wonderful pickup from Mi Feifan, but it's free ball now for Japan. 2 front row attackers, 2 back row. They're looking for a touch. They're not going to be given it. So they're going to have to challenge for it. But they're really not sure. Third Abash is asking, do you want the challenge or not? That is an incredible pickup.
Not only did she make the pickup, she found time to wipe down the floor in the middle of the point as well.
Very considerate. Did this touch Wong Yuan on the way through or not? That is the question. That is what we'll have an answer to.
Japanese players staying warm because they know a fourth set should be arriving in short order.
Some... Oh no, it's not caught, has it? And you're never going to see if it's caught any of the airs on a forearm, that's for sure. Not even with 150 frames per second. 14-23, just 2 side-out points required for Japan. Would expect them to do it. Wong Monsieur with the serve. There's a hush. But not for very long. China take another point.
The longer China can stretch out this set gives them a lot more information about how they want to prepare for the fourth set in terms of block decisions and how they can structure their defense.
Good touch. Oh yes, that's so clever. Gong Xianyu. Super disguise. Wu Mengxia with the serve. The side out comes, and it is now a set point for Japan. Well played, Wong Yuan. China have traded better in the last third of this set than they have previously, which might mean they'll feel pretty good about the next set. Another one that's into transition. And another set point saved. 18-24.
China have found a little bit more of the Japanese tempo, and a little bit more control on their side of the net as well.
That'll do it. Get yourself a free swing out of 4. Kitsunada puts it on the floor, and Japan take the set, 25-18.
Had a set to get a look at how Japan want to change their offense. And the shoe might be on the other foot.
Away we go, set number 4. Good up. Oh, that's a nice save. Well played, Wong Yuan. Well played, Sato. And again, it's off the block and away. Japan have the opening point.
Sato doesn't just make the touch, She makes a touch that brings it back into position, but they can set the ball with control. A brilliant finish.
Good touch. That's close to... Oh, what? Are you kidding me?
That is a crazy good set.
What in the name of Vancouver was that? That's how good it was.
We will get a challenge for potential infraction, on the net. Hopefully we get a chance to see how good a set that was from Zhuang. Body facing the net, elbows out, and hand-thumb control. Brilliant stuff.
So the challenge is reaching over. The question is whether it's a fault or not.
The tablet here says a net touch.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, they're not challenging for reaching over. We just have to wait and see. No press on court at the moment for Juan Monsieur, number 18, the libero. Calm, cool, collected, maybe for Ferhat Abash.
We can't see what's underneath the tracksuit jacket.
There's no net touch. So that net was already bobbling up and down like a yo-yo. Such an amazing set. Absolutely phenomenal set, that.
It deserved the second one.
Zhang Xishuan, 16 years of age. Absolutely marvellous. 1-1 then. Ace serve, Gong Xiangyu.
Lovely variation. It's not a really obvious short serve. Getting into the space where Araki's trying to transition across.
Not going to stay in play. Gong Xiangyu getting slightly turned by that one. Araki with the serve. That's off the hands and away. Looking a little more settled, China. Following on from the last third of the last set. A block. That was an absolute monster.
It's nasty. Just turns the lights off.
That is the block of the match. No stopping Yoshino at the moment. Nice quick swing. Oh, is that coming back? Is it coming back? No, it's not. What a shame. Yoshino in with the fans.
Wu has given that ball an absolute clobbering. She's gone high seam. Luckily, there's some spare seats available in the front row. Probably the only ones in the house.
And that safety tape helped. Nice touch from Gong Xiangyu. And a quality touch from Wu Monxia, 22 years of age. And with Jiangsu Zenit Steel, champions of China this season, you can see why. What a player.
Shade under 3 meters and resist the temptation to try and bury that ball. Great control at the top of her swing.
Well read. Oh, that time she couldn't resist the temptation to go super steep.
I was shocked that she didn't make it. She's been making so many other shots.
Well, that's off for Japan. Sato, Yoshino Sato with the serve. Well, that's not gone outside. Well, the signal now comes into the referee and says it is outside the antenna.
Close encounter. China with a 1-point lead. Yoshino Sato to serve.
Nice. Ishikawa, no good for her. Oh, no good either for Wu Monxia. She can't have a swing. Tricky one this for Gong Xiangyu. Advantage now for Japan. It has hit the floor. There is no Konomiyaki for Japan. The pancake not working. China keeping the lead. And Dave Rogers might well have to put the lid back on the bottle of eau de 5 that he was showing a little earlier. Because maybe China might keep this advantage.
Swing on the pipe from Yoshino Sato. A magnificent defense and then an even better swing in transition. Phenomenal stuff.
Just watch this and enjoy. Not a good play from China here. But unfortunately for China and joyously for Japan, Gong Xiangyu can't finish that one off.
The Chinese block looks like they've got a slightly better feel for what Nakagawa wants to do on offense. Japan still finding so many difficult situations for China to deal with.
That's well played. Back row setter still in play though. Better chance. Will go wide. One on no one! And that one has got a dent in the floor. Wu Monxia. But the presence of mind again from Zhong Xishuan to know that needs to go out wide now.
She stops her swing so early so she doesn't drag the ball down into the net. It's really great arm control from such a young player.
Gong Xiangyu. She never lets her emotions get the better of her. Just a really steady player. Timeout called by Japan.
What do you think this ball? No, or kick? Maybe you can try block out, cross, okay? So, how much we play this version, they are in trouble all the time. Versus, keep the joy. We always touch each ball. They are struggling a lot. And remember, most important thing, serve rhythm. Serve rhythm.
Activity on the Winnie P. Current activity shows China moving more into the winning prediction for this game.
Wu Monxia with the serve. Is that pinged in? Yes, squished onto the line.
China looking much more in control of their action. Very close. Precision execution.
11-6. It's looking good for China now.
Nice little variation, the inside ball from Ishikawa. Chinese blockers have to slow down to adjust their position. Take some height out of the block.
That's too close to the net, but this is, for most teams, it's going to be a challenge here for block touch, but for most middle blockers, that's an impossible swing. But China have made it an art in being able to do something with it.
Wang Guanyuan is so used to having the ball set really tight to the net. That's where she likes to play because it's so fast she can just snap on the ball to get past the block. This one may be beyond even her, though.
Somehow it doesn't catch the block. Lovely up. So is that, will it come back? No, just too far away. So Japan take the point. They're only a couple behind now. That is an incredible pickup and a good finish.
Good series by Japan. Looking to find their way to within two.
Nakagawa's serve. Oh, it's still in. Maybe a challenge for net touch if Japan don't win this point. That's a good set. And a great finish.
And not settling for the same solution over and over. The difference in tempo, the push into the space, forcing China to scramble.
10-11. Nakagawa to serve. Oh, tricky one. Made to look easy by Gong Xingyu. Touch. What a save. Gong Xingyu can't get a full swing. Japan's still in the rally, but for how much longer? Not much longer, because they won the rally. Just wonderful volleyball yet again. Ishikawa. God, come on, what a dig! What a shame it ends on the error, but that pickup, my goodness me! Nishizaki this time.
It's just mind-bending stuff. He lays out full and the ball doesn't carry him off. It's controlled.
But it's the way Japan and even China as well with Wang Monxia and Li Feifan. It's a lesson for defenders in its two hands always to the ball. Good swing. And just going back to the point about the libros, it's really important for those of you that want to be a good defender, want to be a libero, watch the body position for both of the libros to be able to get to where they want, their shoulder position, where their arms are, and how that relates to the bottom half of their body and what that's doing as well.
Fukuzawa will come in to serve for Araki. Japan just one behind.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Ace serve. It's all tied up at 13s. Oh, is that a bit of a knee-jerk reaction? Zhang Yushan goes out, and in comes Dong Yuhan. The last time they did this, they lost a whole swathe of points.
Dong Yuhan is not in on reception now. She's been shifted.
And that was the way to deal with it. She doesn't have to pass. She's ready to do a swing. And it's a very good swing. Fukuzawa back to the bench. Good touch. So is that. Needed to be. Always able to generate some pace, Ishikawa. And still the rally continues. Now it's a real chance here for China. Oh, good dig. Great save. It didn't go outside the antenna. Play still continues. Oh, it must have clipped the block. But did it clip the block? We'll never know. Dong Yuhan decided to play it. Japan had the point. Incredible volleyball yet again. It did clip the block, it needed to be played. That's a lovely ball in. That is as clean as you like from China. Just come on the court as well. Two incredible swings from Dong Yuhan. Can't believe it. Chen Hao Yu.
Has Dave Rogers been spraying that cologne around again?
I can get a whiff of it now, that's for sure, but this is all about China's ability to deal with this current situation, and they're dealing with it pretty well, actually. This is a good test of both of these teams' capabilities, not just physically but mentally here, to keep their eyes off the scoreboard and on the court and what needs to be done. Strong rotations now for China. Zhang Xizhuan serve is a really good serve. Oh, that's just ridiculous. It's not out, it is outside the antenna, waiting for the signal, getting the signal. Ju Hikang. On her tablet, it says the ball travelled outside the antenna. It is out of play.
Trying to take a 2-point advantage, which at this stage of the set could be enough.
side out. That's all it is from China's perspective. The fans are loving it. There's a really good mix here of fans and patrons supporting China and patrons supporting Japan. It's been a fabulous match. It still is, then. It's still yet to be decided. Oh, that's in. That's landed in. Gong Xiangyu thought it was going out and left it. Suddenly realizes it's in. So, oh, I don't believe it. China keep the lead.
China have at their advantage the fact that they are up 2 sets to 1. Japan have a very small margin for error.
Japan try again and succeed.
Yuhan needs to recognise earlier the ball is going to be set long into her zone. Shinisato finds the space on the line.
Nice pass. And quality yet again. An excellent swing from Wang Yuanyuan. And good pass as well from Wang Mengxie, taking that away from Dong Yuhan. Perfect pass. Can spread the play. And Ishikawa can find a gap in the block.
Once more, the block move is not really confident. She's kind of getting to the right spot and not finishing with her hands.
Oh, that is placed perfectly, because it's not easy to put the ball down on the floor on Japan's side of the court with a tip. That's a good serve, but well passed again. A little bit tight. And that's an error from Japan. Somehow a little bit of a timing issue. And now China have a 2-point lead and timeout called straight away. Akbash wants to just settle things down.
Yours, center in front on the other side, okay? We can move this corridor for sure. The opposite serves in between, communication. When you go to serve line, push the limits, okay? Number 13, cross court, remember, don't be late. Okay, and keep enjoying. Push, push, push.
Without Akbash asking for his team to really push, especially from the service line. They have no other option. They're down 2 sets to 1, down 21-19. They have to keep playing positive, aggressive volleyball.
Gong Xiangyu with the serve. China just edged in front. Oh, what a block. What a block for Japan. That is so important to keep them within touching distance.
It's such a tough block in the situation. Shifted all the way over to position 4. Araki has to be responsible for the first tempo play as well as the play over the top.
That could have been massive. 22-19 potentially. It's 20-21. Taking Gong Xiangyu at it. Free ball, Japan. 3 front row attackers plus pipe. Ooh, and it goes out over the sideline. And we are are tied at 21-21, and it's China who now call timeout. The Winnie P's really having to sort itself out, but still has China as the team that are going to win this. Changes for China. Zhang Yushan back onto court, and that is a great swing from Wu Mengxia.
Who else?
Who else?
She's been magnificent this evening.
China needs a Wu when they get it. Mengxia. And now it will be Zhang Yushan to serve. Oh, but straight away Ishikawa sliding in. And now it's advantage Japan. Not taken. Another go. Not taken. And now China. My goodness me. I have not seen anything like it. This is unbelievable volleyball. Yes, even I've got to be calm. I think that's for us up here as well. Not just for Japan. Oh my days! Watch this! Enjoy this!
It's a shame that Japan have to lose this point. They did so well. Took the risk setting first tempo twice in a row, but unbelievable defense and the bravery to go for the swing.
Oh, it's another great dig. Mengxia. And somehow it's hit the floor, and somehow China have match points. The crowd are all on their feet here. We're on our feet. Oh, what a shame for Japan. Zhang Yushan with the serve. Oh, she can't believe it. We can't believe it. Japan is silently delighted. However, they got two in a row. In fact, Yoshino Sato is going off to serve. She's not the right server. It will be Kitamoto to serve for Japan. One side out, but China will do it. They've got two chances. It's stacked in China's favor here. Can they get the job done? Yes, they can! Well, they've got the win, but there's a slightly worried look on the face of the head coach, Xiao Yong, because Wu Mengxia, she came in and had that swing, has landed awkwardly and has yet to get up. China have won the match. But right now, that is the last thing on their mind. Well, she's up. That's a good thing. She's going to need a little bit of help. That's teamwork for you. What a game! What a game! We are seeing just some incredible volleyball here in Hong Kong.